So what you need when you're really optimizing your LinkedIn profile is to have clarity on what you either want to be known for or how you express your professional experience related to either certain topics or industries or areas of professional focus. Hello. Hope you enjoyed our other videos about LinkedIn and resume. We're going to wrap it up here and do a little tactical information about how to really maximize both of these channels related to a professional setting. Hello, I have a friend today. Join me at work. Hi, Tucker. He's very interested. Yep, it's Bring Your Dog to Work Day. Anyway, so a couple things. So let's tackle resume first, right? It kind of seems like perhaps a bit of a shallower piece of content, but one that I would say, and before I toss it to you, Esco, is I would say to have your resume follow you along your professional career path. So, for example, if you are, if you were waiting tables at, the beach bar at over college, about 10 years into your resume, probably about 2 years into your career anyway, you probably could start sloughing those things off. And as you kind of progress, then the more junior level positions really start to stack up in different ways, right? Become more of a collective unit of earlier in your career. So just make sure that when you're looking at it and considering who you're presenting your resume to, that it really is with the end user in mind, is what I would kind of toss out there as a next step.
And actually, from a what you need perspective for your resume, that's actually what I was going to get into is if somebody is reading that document and wanting to ask a question off of that document, put stuff in there that you want to talk about and be ready to talk about it. It's one thing to say, I did X, Y, and Z. And if somebody goes, well, tell me about a horrible situation when you were doing that. Oh, yeah, I didn't have one ready, or have one story and be able to pivot off of it. So what you need for your resume is the ability to springboard a conversation as you're interviewing with because I'm hoping you're using a resume to interview, be ready to talk to those kinds of things. So that's where I would go there. Lisa, LinkedIn the way you use LinkedIn is totally different than the way I use LinkedIn. So what do you need if you're coaching somebody to do LinkedIn for the first time? What do you need to put on LinkedIn?
You need to be current. It is the complete opposite of a resume in being so in the moment, so here in the now and today, even commenting on current news and all of that. It really allows you to have a voice. So what you need when you're really optimizing your LinkedIn profile is to have clarity on what you either want to be known for or how you express your professional experience related to either certain topics or industries or areas of professional focus. And you can really get into some interesting groups and conversations if you're not trying to be all things to everybody on LinkedIn. Get real clear on who you want to be and how you get that persona out there.
I like the fact that you use clear. So from a clarity perspective, I use the static side of LinkedIn to visit with or to get to know somebody before I visit with them. And so, what are you saying in your LinkedIn profile? Do you have a nice headshot? Do you have an image that is something that looks exciting or interesting based on what you're trying to create? Do you have catchwords that are under your title that kind of, that is a very organized person? I can see that. Are you verbose enough and not too verbose? Those kinds of things. So from a what you need perspective, what is the static representation of who you want me to think you are? Because that is the first place that I'm going to go to learn something about you. So as we're doing these things, Lisa, I talked about in the resume section having the ability to springboard into a conversation. So you need to know your scenarios that way. What about LinkedIn do we need to know about ourselves that we're careful to put in there or not put in there?
Yeah, I don't know that you necessarily need to be careful in the sense if you're sort of sticking with a professional platform, like any social medium, they have a purpose, right? LinkedIn has a different purpose than Facebook, than Instagram, than TikTok for sure, than X, than all of them, right? They each have their niche. And so while I would say there's a delicate balance between bringing personally who you are to the conversation, writing in first person, bringing some personal anecdotes that are related to, but not saying, this is the turkey sandwich I had for lunch today. Isn't it a great piece of lettuce? Like literally bringing your personal and professional personas together for a sort of professional message, I would say. But it's a delicate balance.
It definitely is, and I like the idea of bringing that balance in. What affected you? What made an impression on you when you look at LinkedIn and you look and you're scrolling through? Somebody, a colleague of yours posted something. How did you react to that? Is that something that you want to exemplify yourself? And so how do you put that into play? And then also bounce ideas off of other people, get some feedback. So not only knowing yourself, but know how others are going to react to, the series of words or the image that you put in there. So definitely look into that. Obviously, we go into a whole bunch of these things as we're talking about mentoring and networking and my brand and my job. So take a look at the rest of our series. We've got several different topics there, and I just rifled them all off. So definitely let us know if you'd like to double click into any of those. Give us some feedback down there. We're happy to look at it, and of course, you can see more of our series if you haven't caught all of the series on the channel, The Wins and the Grind. With that, I'm going to say goodbye. Tucker, Lisa, bye.
Bye.